What is going on, everybody? FJC here, back with another Spectre Divide video, and today we're going to be looking at the MUU sponsor, and I'm going to be letting you guys know whether or not this sponsor is worth it to unlock. I'm going to be talking about everything that the MUU class does and what you should be doing when playing it, and then you guys can use your judgment to whether or not it's worth it for you specifically to unlock the MUU sponsor, or another sponsor in the game is worth your time. Before we dive into the video though, guys, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications to stay notified whenever I upload. I've been uploading a ton of Spectre Divide content, so if you guys want to see more videos like this or just more Spectre Divide content in general, definitely check out the channel. As well, I have been streaming Spectre Divide daily since the game came out, and I've been one of the top streamers when streaming the game, so if you guys want to see me play this game live, definitely check out the Twitch channel. And lastly, do me a favor, follow the TikTok for all types of short form content. With all that out of the way, let's get right into the video and start talking about the MUU sponsor. So on the Mountaintop website, they categorize the MUU sponsor as a support role, which I think is a perfect way to categorize this sponsor. When taking a look at the utility that MUU gets, the first thing you get is patches. You deploy a drone that moves forward and heals you and allies in its radius for 80 health over 12 seconds. The alt fire means your right click, which deploy a stationary drone instead, and the healing bot or patches recharges over 60 seconds. So currently in Spectre Divide, the only other sponsor that allows for healing is the Bloom sponsor, which is also a very good pick. But in my opinion, the way that you can throw down the healing bot and your entire team can sit within its radius and push forward is also a really great way to execute a bomb site. Now, what I will say with the healing bot, the one con is that it does take a little bit of time to deploy. So if you get caught off guard, you definitely will die if you have it in your hands. I won't deny that Bloom's Twin Mend is definitely a way faster heal off the bat, considering as long as your teammates are within your line of sight, you can heal them pretty quickly. And also, if you're healing yourself, the right click can be pretty quick. But why I personally prefer patches the healing bot is the way that I play. I like to swing a lot of angles pretty quickly, and patches the healing bot definitely allows you to do that with more confidence because you do know that you are going to be getting healed while you're getting shot at. Next, let's talk about the Dazzler, which is my favorite feature of the MUU sponsor and pretty much the main reason why I do use this sponsor. You deploy a flying drone that follows your crosshair. After 1 second, the drone explodes and obscures the vision of any enemies in the line of sight, aka gives them an acid trip. So like I said, when reading the descriptions of these sponsors, this was one of my main reasons for unlocking MUU, because the flash that it does get distorts your screen really well to the point where you pretty much can't see anything. It's a bunch of colors and does look like an acid trip. That's kind of why I called it the acid trip. But the cool thing about the Dazzler, which I really like, is the fact that you can control it to go in any direction with your mouse. Depending on what bomb site you're holding or what angle you're trying to attack, you can either send it all the way up or send it around a corner, and that can be completely up to you and how you choose to angle it. So the good thing about the MUU Flash is you definitely get a lot of versatility to it. One of the main negatives about the MUU Flash though is the radius isn't too big, as well as it doesn't last for a great deal of time. So if you do use the Dazzler, definitely make sure that you're trying to kill the enemies as quickly as possible after flashing them, because they can back off really quickly. And the last thing you want to do is to overextend because you think somebody's flashed, but you took just a second too long. And the last piece of utility that the MUU sponsor gets is the Hyperdome, which I think it is extremely useful if used correctly. You throw a grenade that creates a permanent fast recall zone and a 150 health shield dome on floor impact. The shield dome lasts 14 seconds. So the Hyperdome is definitely a reason why the MUU sponsor could be considered a little more complicated to use, but having the ability to throw down a fast recall zone at any point throughout the map is extremely important if you guys are rotating very fast and you want to get your Spectre over without the hassle of waiting for it. On top of that, the Dome Shield also has 150 HP, which isn't necessarily the most, but if used correctly, you could throw that down and you could plant the bomb inside of it, so that way you have an extra form of cover. And I've even gone ahead and doubled up the dome shield, because you can have two, which is a total of 300 HP for a shield that does last 14 seconds, which is a pretty long time in a tactical shooter like this. Overall, I think the MUU sponsor is definitely something that every player in Spectre Divide should at least consider using. As a support role, this is definitely a little more of an aggressive support role because of the versatility in terms of the Dazzler or the Flash, and as well as the heal bot. You can heal your teammates as well as yourself and use it to further pushes. I have personally used it the last couple of days, and I gotta say it's one of my favorite sponsors in the game, alongside the Bloom sponsor, which is the other support role, which I do plan to make a video about. So if you guys want to see that video, let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this about sponsors in Spectre Divide, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. I plan to eventually make a video like this for every single sponsor in the game. As well, if you have any ideas for specific types of Spectre Divide content, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. I always like hearing your guys' ideas, so I will definitely take a look at those. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day. Much love.